So, okay, so as I'm not sleeping and going through some videos and pictures, because I have so many, of my recent vacation to the Bahamas cruise in January, and I've come across a couple videos of like arguments that me and my boyfriend had on this trip. One of them was he got upset with me because I said something to these people that are following me. And I told them, you know, I'm right here. Whatever you want, I'm right here. So when you're ready, you know, I'm ready. Talk about why you're fucking following me. Well, he got upset, said I embarrassed him. And I have to laugh because within the last month and a half, 2 months, I've come to realize that it was him that did it. It was him. And he stood there and looked me straight in the face. He looked me straight in the face and told me that I embarrassed him. He looked me straight in the face and told me that he would get me a civil rights attorney if I could prove all this is going on. And that he would back me up. And I'm kind of like mind blown because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you that much of a dark soul? Are you that much of a piece of shit that you, honest to God, believe yourself? You know, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't do everything right. You know, I've got a lot of self-work, self-healing, but that right there, that takes some balls for you to be with somebody for 11 years and for you to actually try to make them think that you're innocent in this. But the person that I am, I knew the whole time. I was just waiting for him to say it. But he would never say it. He would never admit to it. But I did catch him in this lie. And it's just heartbreaking that you're with somebody that long and they do something like that. And you know, I haven't even cried in the last 2 months that we've been broken up over this. Maybe I didn't love him like I think I did. Maybe I knew that he was always out to sabotage me. Because those 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe even 7, actually, 2017, when I was high, and I took his credit cards because I got mad, and I was so high that I just stole them from him, and I ran them up. Not only did I do that, but I wouldn't let him back in the house. So his own house, he had to leave. He couldn't come back to his own house. And do you know that above anything, not the fact that I spent 3 or 4 years in drug court, not the fact that I spent time in jail for it, and I didn't even try to contact him. Like, he come contact me. And now I have to wonder if he came and contacted me just to get revenge on me. Because whatever punishment I got wasn't good enough. And I think he set this all up. I mean, it sounds crazy. But, you know, also getting somebody to follow somebody like that also sounds crazy. But I honestly think that he's been waiting this whole time for this. And I think it's been going on a lot longer than I think. But the arguments are him telling me that I'm embarrassing him and that I need to go talk to somebody because he's set me up to look crazy. But I don't back down. I don't back down easy like that. And my gut tells me that this is why. He's brought it up way too much lately. He's brought up how he couldn't even come back to his own house. Do you know how long ago that was? Do you know how hard I've worked to mend my life for the most part? And how hard I have worked to do better? And I think he has set me up to either get caught with something that I don't do, or, you know, get taken to jail, or even things like having me do things for him that would put me at risk. There's just a lot of things that, I mean, I've noticed. And, you know, I've hesitated posting a lot of stuff because I'm real careful right now. And I know I'm just posting little things here and there, but the details are going to come out. I'm in no hurry. I know what I have, and I know what it's worth. I'm not afraid. I just don't like being crowded, and I am a very private person, and I am a stay to myself kind of person. And it bothers me that somebody I've been in a relationship that long does something like that to somebody and is okay with it. It's not my karma. And anybody I've tried to talk to, there's been a wrench in that. Not as like anything but a friend. These people have definitely tried to make me sound like a bad person. They've tried to make me sound like I'm on the run or being followed by the cops or I'm getting high all the time or I don't know, just whatever. But I know the truth. I know what I do that's good. And I'm definitely a fighter. And I've gotten to take this time out to get to know myself again. But I have to question myself whether I love this guy or not. Because I'm not upset. I'm more mad. I'm mad at myself for not leaving sooner. But I'm gone now, so that's, what's funny is that he would get these people to follow me like he does, and then behind closed doors act like he cherished the ground I walked on. But then when we were in public, he would act like a freaking crazy person and start, like, I don't know, like, talking about stuff off the wall, like, I'll have you arrested, like, something crazy that didn't even have to do with the subject we're talking about. But thank God that's over. I've never in my life, and I'm 48, I've never in my life met somebody that was that dominant or that controlling over somebody. Didn't you get with somebody for them? Or did you target them because you knew that they were a nice person and that you ultimately would be able to control them somewhat? But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm laying here thinking about that. I'm watching these videos and these arguments, and it just blows my mind. I don't know. I'm just, whatever.